Well, he's known as the most influential architect of his era. Legendary architect Frank Gehry died at his home in Santa Monica today. Gehry was behind some of the world's most iconic structures, including the Walt Disney Concert Hall in downtown LA. NBC4's Jonathan Gonzalez joins us live from the Disney Concert Hall with a look at Gehry's legacy. You know, Jonathan, that's just one of the many places tourists often go see.
You know, it's funny that you say that. I talked to a tourist today. He said, I had to see it. And that was the thing with Frank Gehry's work. It was something you had to see. Look at the Walt Disney Concert Hall. I'm going to move out of the way because this thing is truly a masterpiece. His designs range from the quirky to the grand, like here, this masterpiece here in downtown LA. But he's known around the world. But his architecture story begins right here in Los Angeles. His work speaks for itself because when Frank Gehry designed a building, he would leave so many of us speechless.
The museum next door, and of course I drove by the building and had to take a look at it.
That's the sentiment for most of Gehry's designs, from the Binoculars building in Venice to his LA crown jewel, downtown's Walt Disney Concert Hall. World-famous architect Frank Gehry died Friday at his home in Santa Monica, which is yet another one of his masterpieces.
The fact that he was given the latitude to be able to do something of this magnitude is really amazing.
Gehry was born in Canada, but moved to Los Angeles when he was 18. He would go on to study at USC's School of Architecture, where Brett Steele is now the dean.
Architecture can be more than just boxes, straight lines, grids, and modules, as he used to describe it, which is the sort of stuff he was being taught at this university in the 1950s.
Brett says Gehry's ideas of design evolved over time, one of the earliest architects to embrace computers, to push the boundaries of what was previously possible, beginning in Los Angeles.
He used to say that buildings can move more than anything, that buildings are all about movement, and he just holds on to that belief and then has to develop ways as an architect to actually realize that. And I think that's the thing that's so inspiring to so many people.
He is somebody who is accessible while also being bewildering. He is somebody who is local, but also is entirely global.
Adam Rubin is an architectural historian with the Chicago Architecture Center. Adam says his mom once interned for Frank, leading to his early appreciation for the architect and his instantly identifiable work.
It never felt out of place. It never feels like a spaceship just landed in Bilbao or in Los Angeles or in Chicago or wherever. It always feels very of the landscape.
Gehry will go down with the greats. His designs are like seeing a Picasso in 3D. Works of art you can walk through, photograph, touch, and feel. And most importantly, remember.
He's an entry point into thinking about architecture as something that is special for people who have never thought about architecture before. Those are huge shoes to fill.
Frank Gehry passed away from complications of a respiratory illness. He was 96 years old, but he truly was the epitome, Annabelle, of someone who thought bigger than possible and somehow got it done. Reporting in downtown LA, I'm Jonathan Gonzalez. We'll send it back to you in the studio.